Hi, this is Jana. Welcome to my kitchen. Today we are making something so fast and easy, great for families. Your kids will love these. I grew up eating these. My mom made them all the time. I have a pack of chicken tenders, and let's count how many are in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and it is $7, but these are big chicken tenders, okay? And Aaron, do you want to grab my scissors? I forgot to grab the scissors. And so in here I've got a can of Carnation, right there, Carnation evaporated milk. It's the tiny can. They're like 90 some cents at the store, somewhere like that. Every store is different depending upon where you live and shop. And you know, prices, whew, change all the time. So there. All right, and so to prep your chicken tenders, I took the Serve Safe class provided by the state, and they do not recommend washing raw chicken. I just want you to know that, because that actually can spread, if there is any salmonella, it could actually spread through your kitchen by putting it in your sink. So anyway, that's what their recommendation is, not Jana's. I'm just passing it along. There, and so there's a tendon that's in there. Erin has a way of doing it where she puts a fork in and takes them out and pulls it out. You can do it that way too. I just go in here with the scissors and grab this little tendon and pull it right on out of there. And I put the chicken into the Carnation milk, evaporated milk, not sweetened condensed, evaporated. And so these are just great. You know what? This is a perfect recipe for new beginning cooks where they want to cook dinner for the family. They're interested. You could start as a group event if you've got beginner friendly, and if you've got children who are interested in helping in the kitchen, you can have your littlest one crunch the cornflakes, and you can have the older one use the scissors. See that tendon? It's in there. It's that long white, and sometimes they're real short and sometimes they're longer. Just like that. See, there's a shorty. I don't know if they pull them out when they're harvesting the birds. I don't know exactly why they're different sizes. There they are. Okay. Throw that away into the trash. And so you want to get these down in here soaky. And you'll give me some paper towels. That chicken kind of dripped in there. Countertop here. I don't want it to drip down my counter. So remember that you had raw chicken right there. Okay, and so there is our chicken soaking in the milk. Just like that. Doesn't take very long. Now, I have a box of cornflakes. Store brand is just fine, okay? And so you're going to want to put about 2 cups of cornflakes, 2 to 3 cups of cornflakes into a Ziploc bag or into a bowl and smash them with your fingers if you don't want the plastic touching your food, and I understand that, okay? Just like this, okay? Also, you can buy cornflake crumbs already crumbled, okay? Just an FYI, but we kind of like the texture of the old-fashioned crush them yourself, okay? I've got a foil-lined cookie sheet. I used my church key, so I'm gonna throw that in the dishwasher. And so now I've got my cookie sheet. I always put foil on my cookie sheet, but I don't like foil to touch my food. And so, if possible, there's a few exceptions, but not often. So, I'm going to take, what happened?
Oh, just the camera fell. It's kind of
Oop-a-daisy. That's what I always tell my grandgirls. Oop-a-daisy. Camera malfunction here.
Let's turn it a different angle.
Okay. And so I take those marinated into the milk and smash them. See, this is perfect for children to learn. My kids did this when they were little. And you just put them into there, have them smash them. And it really gets them accustomed to cooking in the kitchen, and they're really proud of it when they help prepare. And you know what? They're more likely to eat what they have helped prepare. And one of the pairings that would go with this are my tater tots. My Copycat Tater Tots recipe is a perfect combination because you've got your oven going. Another pairing would be, you know, French fries if you want to make it like that. But how about what I used to fix my kids and they would help me make it is fresh broccoli steamed. And they would eat them. We called them baby trees, and they would eat them. And so when they helped prepare the baby trees, they ate the broccoli just like this. And so I'll be right back and we'll finish these up. Okay, I've got my cornflakes on my chicken tenders, and I had a few of the cornflakes left. And so what I do is I take some of the milk and I drizzle just a little bit into those leftover cornflakes. Do you know why, Erin?
Krispies.
Yeah, it's one of your favorites, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we just drizzle a little bit of milk. You don't want to get them soggy. And then I just kind of drizzle them on the cookie sheet. Just like this. Just like that. Waste not, want not. That's what Erin says too. Alrighty, get all my stuff out of the way here. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to salt. You can also cut these into more nugget-sized pieces if you think that'll, you know, make your little ones want to eat them more. And then a little pepper if your little ones will eat pepper. But these are great. Listen, my husband and I make these for ourselves. This isn't just for little ones. This is great for everybody. This is a family meal. Then I have a stick of butter. And so for a little bit of cereal, a little can of milk, just like this. I've got my oven preheated to 350 degrees. We're going to put them in uncovered. And depending upon the size of the chicken tenders, I've seen some whopper chicken tenders. We're going to bake them in the oven for approximately 20 to 25 minutes, depending upon your oven. And you'll know they'll be golden brown. Don't overcook them or they'll, you know, could be a little dry. And so, and then we'll bring them out and we're going to have lovely, crispy chicken tenders, just like that. This is a 60s meal if I ever saw one. We'll be back. Okay, I just pulled these chicken tenders out to test them. I've got my digital meat thermometer. You don't want to put it all the way to the bottom. You want to put it to the center of the thick part. 171, 172, they're good to go. I did the thicker ones here. You want them to be at least 165 degrees. And that's the fattest one. 184, 185. That one's done. These are good to go. So 165 is done. There we go. 166. So these are done and ready to serve. So we'll be right back and we're going to serve some up. Okay, they're cooled off just a little bit. And see how delicious. Now imagine your favorite dipping sauce, whether it be ketchup or ranch or honey mustard or whatever your kid's favorite or your favorite is. And look how tender these are. They're just wonderful. And if you had cut them into nuggets, they wouldn't even take 20 minutes. Like I said, I preheated my oven and it was just 20 minutes is all it took. And so, crunchy, delicious. Hot, So you make these for your family. Let me know how you like them. The recipe's in the description box below. Give me a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe to my recipes, you know what to do. Hit the subscribe button and hit that you want all the notifications. Thank you for stopping by Jana's Kitchen.